Hi everyone, welcome to Money.Finesse.Mindset episode 5. We all want the finer things in life and we want them now. A 2023 Gallup survey found that on average, a US teenager spent 4.8 hours a day on social media. While their screen time may drop as they get older, other studies show that adults aren't immune to social media's pull either. No matter our age, scrolling through feeds filled with highlight reels from friends and influencers can trigger major FOMO, the fear of missing out. So we go on shopping sprees, dine at the newest Michelin-starred restaurants, snag VIP concert tickets, or book one of those once-in-a-lifetime vacations. We do it to show we are in the know on the latest trends and the coolest experiences. We do it to project a fabulous lifestyle. Of course, chasing clout costs money, but fear not, that's where Buy Now Pay Later or BNPL steps in, making everything feel affordable. There are many BNPL providers in the US. As of April 2025, the top 5 players are PayPal, Afterpay, Affirm, Klarna, and Zip. They have been a driving force behind BNPL's explosive growth. Back in 2019, BNPL loan values in the US were just $2 billion. Since then, they have hit a new record every year. By the end of 2025, they are expected to skyrocket to $122 billion with no signs of slowing down. So, how do they pull this off? First, they make sure they are easy to spot right at checkout. Whether we are shopping in a store or online, they pop up just as we are about to pay. Then they make signing up ridiculously easy. In fact, a CFPB study found that about 79% of BNPL loans in 2022 were approved. 79%. The message is loud and clear. No credit or bad credit, no problem. With BNPL, every purchase becomes a simple payment plan, so we can buy what we want when we want. Finally, let's talk about their huge network of business partnerships, which is a big part of why they are growing so fast. BNPL providers first gained traction with clothing, beauty brands, and retail stores. But now they are everywhere. Grocery stores, fast food joints, and even concert tickets or cruises. They are truly all around us. Using BNPL is straightforward. At checkout, we choose BNPL as our payment method, review the loan options, and if we like one, we link a credit card or bank account for automatic payments. Typically, the first payment is processed right away as a down payment. Once that goes through, we are all set. Now, among all the loan options BNPL providers offer, Pay in 4 is the most popular because many do not charge upfront fees and interest. Suppose we want to buy a game console for $500 using one such Pay in 4 plan. Each installment comes out to $125. The BNPL provider offering the plan will have us make the first payment at checkout. Then they will automatically charge our credit card or withdraw from our bank account every 2 weeks for the remaining 3 payments. 0 fees upfront, no interest, smaller payments. Sounds great, right? On the surface, it is, but it can also lead to financial trouble if you are not careful. BNPL apps are sleek and seamless, making them especially attractive to younger tech-savvy users. In fact, according to a CFPB study, 34 to 37% of people aged 18 to 33 had used BNPL at least once. And here's the kicker. 63% of BNPL users juggled multiple loans at the same time. In 2022, the average number of BNPL loans per customer increased from 8.5 to 9.5. Keeping track of so many payments isn't easy, especially when many BNPL users already carry credit card debt. So it's no surprise that 61% of BNPL customers had poor credit scores. Of course, BNPL providers aren't going to share these findings with their customers. It wouldn't exactly help their business. While they brag about their technology and how their loans help us live the life we want, the fine print tells a very different story. Some have upfront fees, and their interest rates for longer-term loans can be even higher than what credit card companies charge. And if a payment fails, whether due to insufficient funds, a maxed out credit card, or a declined transaction, many will hit us with late fees and may even report missed payments to credit bureaus. That's right. BNPL providers might not check our credit scores when approving loans and often don't report good payment history. But if we fall behind on our payments, many will not hesitate to do it, which can hurt our credit scores. And now with BNPL booming, credit card companies want a piece of the action too. They have rolled out their own versions like Planet from American Express, My Chase Plan from Chase, and FlexPay from Citi. Just like BNPL, these features are designed to encourage us to spend more. But credit card companies don't say that, of course. They market these options as a way for us to take control, having the flexibility to turn a purchase into a payment plan that feels affordable. The illusion that we are making a smart financial choice has led many to make impulse buys. Juggling multiple BNPL-like loans on top of other bills, that's a recipe for a budgeting nightmare. So, what should we do about BNPL? Read the fine print to understand potential fees and penalties. Make sure we have the funds available by the payment due dates. Essentially, use BNPL wisely. Otherwise, we could set ourselves up for years of financial struggle. Don't let FOMO trick us into living beyond our means and using BNPL just because it makes things seem affordable at the moment. Imagine our financial future as a block tower, with our earnings and savings as a foundation. Each time we take on a new debt, like a BNPL paying for loan, we add another layer to the structure. No matter how carefully we stack it, sooner or later, it could all come crashing down. That's why every BNPL purchase should be a thoughtful decision. A little FOMO now isn't worth the stress of struggling to stay afloat later. Let's keep our eyes on the bigger picture and make smart choices that lead to a brighter, stronger financial future. I hope you find this episode helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have questions or comments? Drop them below. See you again soon.